So the Clippers are trying to change the narrative of it being the Lakers town, Lakers city. And the only way they can do that is if they win a championship. And, star player Norman Powell on the Clippers spoke on that briefly by saying that, they're looked at as the team and the best team in LA, or the team in LA, because they've won 17 championships. They won multiple championships, and the Clippers haven't eclipsed one championship yet. And he went on to say that the Clippers might be able to have more to say and stick their chest out a little bit more if they're able to accomplish this by winning a championship, which is going to be ultimately tough for the Clippers because health is not on their side. And if health was on their side, I think they have a championship already. But that hasn't been the case with the Clippers since years ago up until now, and even the past, or hopefully not the future going into this new upcoming season. But you just hope that things change for the better for the Clippers in that area. But I have to agree with Norman Powell. He's 100% right. The Clippers will be able to stick their chests out a little bit more in regards to flexing and things like that if they win a championship. You can't flex, you can't say much, you can't talk much, you can't do anything if you never won. So that's why I have to agree with Norman Powell. He's 100% right. The Clippers have to find a way to win the championship for all this to come to fruition and for all this to actually turn out the way they hope it does in regards to winning a championship. But with that being said, how tough is that going to be? Because when you look at the injuries and all the injuries sustained by this team, it's basically from top to bottom. I mean, they always going to sit there and talk about Kawhi and PG because they're the number one, number two guys. They're the guys on the team. They're the best players on the team. So injury is going to come out more about them. It's going to be predicated on them more, and the weight's going to be on their shoulders. But at the same time, the whole team has really been injured. I mean, Norman Powell missed some time last year. Everybody has missed time on that team. You know what I'm saying? And the thing with the Clippers is players miss time at the most significant moments. You know what I'm saying? When they really need to be together, when they really need to be on the court and gel and get that chemistry. So it's like, and it's usually that time is around the playoffs or within the playoffs. It's always at a most unopportune time for the Clippers to get hurt or injured, and that's just really bugging a lot of fans and got a lot of fans weary about the Clippers' chances. Yeah, when you look on paper, the roster, they got the talent, but it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to win a championship because you got the talent. It has to be all put together, and everybody has to be on the floor playing so the talent can flourish on the floor and generate more wins so they can build the chemistry and build the confidence to go further through the season and go into the playoffs with the same confidence and possibly win a championship. So I'm with Norman Powell. And as far as the Lakers narrative, I mean, the Lakers are always going to flex their muscle because, as I said, they have the opportunity. They can do that. You know what I'm saying? A team is going to do that if they want to, especially if they won more and especially if they're more popular in the city. Now, as far as being out here in LA, I don't know. I wouldn't say, the Clippers are nobodies out here. But at the same time, compared to the Lakers, you have to kind of look at it that way because it's going to be, if we took a majority vote, more likely the Lakers would be that team because, like I said, they've been there. And matter of fact, they just won a championship like 2 or 3 seasons ago in the bubble. And a lot of people may not count that, or they may discredit it, or they may not even, count it at all or look at it as anything. They put an asterisk beside it. But either way, regardless, a win is a win. You see what I'm saying? And it doesn't stop them from actually it didn't stop them from raising up a banner because it was won in the bubble. A win is a win, regardless of how you look at it. So, I mean, the Clippers, as long as they got Kawhi Leonard, they have a puncher's chance to me. Without him, I just don't really see it. So they have to make sure he's healthy, and they have to make sure that he's in the best position he can be, along with Paul George and the rest of the team, so they can try to find a way to put this thing together and maybe find a way to win a championship. It's just that simple. It's tough. It's hard. And now you're hearing all these things about, all these trades, possibly with James Harden, all these things. I think the Clippers really need to just focus on themselves and what they can do and what they can control. All this, the trading for James Harden and, all these other potential trades, bold proposals and things like that. I think they need to kind of like jump off that train and just figure out, what they need to do to sustain themselves as a good team the way they are constructed and figure out a way to stay on the court. I mean, it doesn't matter if you get James Harden, LeBron James, you can get Giannis Antetokounmpo. It doesn't matter. If everybody on the team gets hurt, you're still not going to win. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, really, the Clippers just need to focus on the team they have, build around the players that they have, and find a way to keep the players healthy and conditioned and give them all the treatment and stuff they need to keep them upright and going. Because, like I said, to me, the only reason why the Clippers haven't won a championship to this point is really because of injury. Because when you think about the one playoffs where Kawhi got hurt in that Utah Jazz series, I mean, the Clippers, to me, win the championship that year if Kawhi Leonard doesn't get hurt. They win the championship. It's no doubt about it, because Giannis and the Bucks are good, but I don't think they could beat a Kawhi Leonard team in a 7-game series. Kawhi has Giannis' number. To me, he always has. And yeah, while Giannis is really good, Kawhi is even better. You see what I'm saying? Because he controls both sides of the court, and on top of that, he's won more championships. And when you look at it, totality overall, he's just a better player. He can shoot. Giannis can't shoot. That's the reason why he lost to Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat in 5 games. There's no way an MVP caliber player should lose against a Jimmy Butler, an all-star player who really might be looked at as a number 2 guy on most teams rather than a number 1. And you don't even, the series go 5 games. It should at least win 6-7 games, at least, with somebody as good as Giannis. But that's another story for another day. That's the reason why I said I truly believe that Kawhi and them would have found a way to beat the Bucks and go on and win the championship, rather than having the stupid Phoenix Suns up there with a washed up Chris Paul who looks like he's never going to win a damn thing, unless maybe the Warriors refine their magic and find a way to get a championship for him, because he damn sure can't help the Warriors because he's so washed. He doesn't even look like he belongs on the court half the time. So, I mean, it's like you can look at it that you can play a give and take, but that's just the way it is. But hopefully the Clippers will be able to poke their chest out a little bit more, and hopefully they'll be able to do that by winning a championship. But leave any comments in the comment section. Let me know what you think, and we'll talk about it.